Hello everyone, I hope you're doing great. Welcome to a new video of our Casco School YouTube channel. And today we're going to have some art class, okay? So we are going to talk about an artist whose name is Wasily Kandinsky. He is a very renowned artist still nowadays because he loved playing with colors, and he loved playing with colors to see what effect would it have on people's feelings. Like if I color purple, would they feel happy, or what happens if I color with black? He liked to experiment with colors and feelings, and he also liked to do abstract paintings. I don't know if you remember, we have talked about this in school, but abstract paintings are these kinds of arts that are not precisely about people or a specific person or a specific object, but it's more about weird shapes and weird colors that are not anything in particular, but at the same time, it could be everything. It depends on your point of view, and it depends on what you are seeing and what you are feeling. And I'm going to show you right now one of the most famous arts that he displays, and the ones that people like the most. And I think actually we have done some of Kandinsky art before. Let me show you right now. Okay, so the painting I'm talking about is called Wasily Kandinsky Concentric Circles, and it's this one. As you can see, it's sort of a collage of squares with concentric circles. What is the meaning of concentric circles? It means that we have one big circle, and inside that big circle you can find other sizes of circles. And if you realize, I'm going to also send you the picture so you can see it with your mom and dad, and they have different colors. So I was telling you that Kandinsky loved combining colors and he loved mixing colors. So remember, what are your primary colors? Did you remember that? What are the primary colors? What colors are those? Think about it. And what are the secondary colors? I'm going to give you a second for you to think about it. Primary colors and secondary colors. Good. Then we can have as many colors as we want, okay? You got it? Did you think about it? So primary colors are yellow, blue, and red. Good, you got it. And then if we mix those colors, we can have our secondary colors. For example, what happens if I mix yellow and red? What color do I get? Exactly, orange. What happens if I mix blue and yellow? Green. Good. What happens if I have blue and red? Purple. Great. So you see, Kandinsky was one of the artists that loved playing and combining colors, primary and secondary, to see what shades and what tints would he get. And I'm going to ask you something. What happens if I have blue and I add white? Yes, it's going to lighten the shade of blue, okay? And what happens if I have blue and I add black? Little by little, depending on the amount of black that I add, is going to darken the shade of the color that I'm going to use. So here's what we're going to do, okay? Today, this week, we're celebrating Earth Day week. It's our week of Earth Day, okay? So that's why today we're painting a tree. But we're painting a tree using Kandinsky concentric circles, okay? So I'm going to give you different options, and you can do one of them, 2, 3, all of them, whichever you like the most, okay? The first thing we're going to need is a piece of paper, okay? In that piece of paper, you can do it by yourself, or you can ask your parents to help you draw a tree. A tree, only the branches, no leaves, all right? Another idea is that you could go on the computer and look up a picture of a tree, no leaves, just the branches. Copy it if you need to look at it for you to copy the picture, or if you have a printer and you can print and use that one, okay? My recommendation is you guys can do it, okay? If you need it, I need it. I'm going to look it up in the computer, look for an idea, and then draw my branch, okay? Okay, here is my tree. You see, just the branches, no leaves. What I did was that like I told you, I went to my computer. I looked it up. I looked for trees without leaves so I can have an idea. Then I first used a pencil and draw it very lightly, and then I used a marker. I'm going to recommend you guys, if you have these markers that has this kind of tip, it's better. It's like a triangle, because then you can use that to make the branches look thick in some areas and then thinner in the others. But just do a tree. I know you can do this. It's the easiest part of all the activity. Now we're gonna go and do our Kandinsky circles. We're going to use different techniques. The first one we're going to use is super easy. Just use markers, okay? So again, get a piece of paper, and you're going to color your circle. I advise you to first draw your circles. You can do them just by looking at it, like I'm making a big circle, and then inside another, and then inside another. Here you go. Circle. My eye. It doesn't have to be necessarily a perfect circle. If you looked at the picture of the Kandinsky circle, the Kandinsky circles, you probably realize they are not perfect circles. Some of them were even a little oval shaped like. So I'm gonna make oval, circle, then sort of like this. And then I have, you see, my not perfect and my perfect circle. And if you want to have an even perfect circle, find something with the shape of a circle and help yourself to draw a precise and perfect circle. But again, as I was telling you, it's not necessary to have such a perfect circle. I used a little cup that I had and a glass, and then a marker, and there I have my other circle. So what I'm going to do is, with my markers, I'm going to start from the inside out, and I'm going to use my markers to fill in, I'm going to say, one of these circles, because I want to mix different techniques. So let me show you how it goes, okay? Okay, so here it is. This is my first Kandinsky concentric circle. You can see it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 circles inside one big circle, and this is the one I painted with markers. I cut it and I put it aside. The second option I'm going to give you now is with colored paper. I'm going to use 3 circles, and I have drawn them already. 1, 2, 3 little circles. I'm going to cut them and paste them one inside the other. And here it is. As you can see, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. And the only advice I'm going to give you is, if you use the pencil to draw the circle before you cut it, make sure you pasted the circles on the other side so you cannot see the pencil, okay? So I'm going to put this away as well as the other one, and now I have 2 circles. For the third circle, remember those circles we drew before? I'm going to use one of those, and now we're going to paint, okay? I'm going to use watercolors, but you guys are free to use whatever paint you have available in your house. So go ahead and have some fun, just like Kandinsky did with the colors, and color your Kandinsky concentric circles. Okay, so I have finished my concentric circles with aquarelle painting with watercolor. Remember I told you you can use regular paint if you have regular paint or watercolor, whatever suits you best or whatever you enjoy painting with most. And then because I was painting, I took advantage and I took a whole paper and I painted it as a background. So it's blue on the top, green in the bottom, like the sky and the grass. And now what we're going to do is as next. I have my tree that I have cut out. I'm going to paste it in my background, and then I'm going to paste my circles, the different circles I've made, the one with color paper, the one with markers, the one with the watercolors, and I am going to have some fun and paste them in my tree. I'm going to show you how it looks at the end. And here it is. Okay, I haven't finished pasting it, but I wanted to show you how it looks. Just a little tips. Measure the circles along with your tree before you cut them and do them, because some of mine were really, really big. So just make sure that it's not so big that it can fit in your paper. And here it is. This is my tree. I call it the tree of life for my Earth Week celebration using Kandinsky concentric circles. So I hope you guys enjoyed this art project. Go ahead and do it in your house. Let me know how it went. If you have any questions, ask and have fun. It's art. We enjoy doing art. So have fun and tell me what you did and if you liked it and what was maybe a little twist that you guys made to make it your own. You guys are super creative, so I know you're going to do an amazing job. See you.